right? Dima is Gargoyle? I think it's Gargoyle. And it's going to be Cryok from iFU. Yes, it is Gargoyle. Okay, fantastic. Alright, sweet. TVT, here we go. Alright, at the top right as the purple Terran we have iFU Cryok. And at the left side of the 9 o'clock, as the red Terran, we have FR Dima, aka Gargoyle. I might call him, I'll probably call him Gargoyle more often. I'm not sure. Anyway, it looks like all the FR players do their tag differently, which is slightly annoying. It's all good, it's all good. So we got red T9 versus purple T1. Sweet. Is it just me or is that overlay slightly off? No, I think I'm just crazy. Anyway, we are an outsider if you haven't noticed, which I think is gonna make this really, really interesting. I love outsider and TVT. You know, it's such a strategic, it's such a positional game. But since we're on outsider, the amount of positioning you can do in the middle of the map is kind of limited. I mean, there's basically no gas bases in the middle. They're all mineral onlys, like small mineral only things. So it's actually not worth setting up big tank lines in the middle, I don't think. So I think we're going to see a lot more dropship and or Wraith play, as opposed to just, you know, the huge sweeping turret slash siege tank lines. So probably going to be a lot more active, a lot more dynamic TVT, which is really, really fun. I personally love like the mass dropship style TVT. I just think it's so cool. I love playing it, I love watching it, it's amazing. I think it's partly because I played a lot of the World War I UMSs on Battle.net, if anyone knows those, where you just like mass marine and just get, and if you're the UK, you have to mass dropship as well. Yeah, good times, good times. So looks like both players just opening pretty standardly. And this is interesting. So Cryok, by the way, Mr. Cryok, did very well in the Defiler tournament this morning. He beat Bakuryu 2-1, and I think he also beat Eon Zerg 1-0 in the losers bracket. So taking out some really heavyweight Zergs there. But I think his best matchup by far is definitely his TVZ. Although he did apparently beat DeWalt in Gambit's Cup already. So yeah, he's gotten some big names under his belt there. On the other hand, Dima, aka Gargoyle, kind of popped up on my radar in Defiler tournaments as well a few weeks ago. I think he got second in... It might have been in the last Defiler tournament, or maybe the one before that. In one of the recent Defiler tournaments, I'm pretty sure he got... Or no, wait, maybe it's Marwin, sorry. I might be getting him confused with Marwin. But either way, Gargoyle is a pretty solid Terran player. Just looking over here in the chat, looks like KC saying he's about B+, A-. Alright, I'm going to take his word for that. So it's pretty damn good. It's better than me. Better than me. So, both players got their factories going. Looks like one guy pulled off gas here for Cryok, where I think there were still 3 here. Yeah, there are still 3 here for Dima. So, looks like Cryok might be getting a slightly faster expansion. It shouldn't make too much of a difference. And curiously, also, Dima's walled off here, whereas Cryok hasn't. Walling off in TVT is very unusual, actually. It's slightly risky, because if you get, you know, if the other guy goes from some 2-fact or something, or basically any kind of early aggression, this actually just becomes a liability. Like, there's no real point walling in TVT. Well, no, okay, there's a tiny point. So you can kind of wall off in case there's some kind of weird, you know, speed vulture run by or something. But whoa, we got the 2-port. Anyway, yeah, I'm not a huge fan of wall offs in TVT, but anyway, we can ignore that. Yeah, we can ignore that because more importantly, we have 2-port Wraith coming out from Dima, so that's why he kept mining his gas there. Of course, you do need that gas for the 2-port, whereas Cryok, of course, has gone for that expansion. So this is going to be very, very interesting, and this could be very problematic for Cryok, because you see, he is getting the machine shop. He's most likely going to build a siege tank as soon as that's done, and obviously that's going to do absolutely nothing against the rates that are coming. So, so this could be a little bit troublesome. Hopefully he gets the armory and or engineering bay in good time here, but there's no way for him to scout this either, so that could be very, very yucky. I mean, in theory he could like try and trick an SCV around the back minerals, like push it through here, and you can actually so basically you use 2 SCVs to come over here, you push one of them through, and then the way you get that SCV through this side is you build a supply depot here, and when it's like on this side of the depot during its building thing, you just stop it and it will glitch through as well. So you can kind of do a building glitch. Kind of like a pylon, the way the Protoss pushes probes through the pylons. It's kind of the same principle. Well, actually it's not the same principle, but you can do the same thing basically. Anyways, the only race that can't do that actually is Zerg, funnily enough. And it looks like they immediately had the control tower as well, so this is actually quite an interesting thing to note when people go two-port. You know, two-port Wraith is, there's basically, I guess, like 3 variations, just depending on when you get the control tower. So getting the control tower to get Cloak kind of replaces one of your Wraiths. So if you get it immediately, you start off with just a single Wraith. Whereas some players will make will make a Wraith from both starports first, and then they get control tower. Some players even make 2 Wraiths from the starports and then get the control tower. Or if you're Liquid C, playing in the show match for TLS, you actually get 3 Wraiths from both starports and then get a really late Cloak. I'm not sure I really like that. I haven't seen that very often. Usually it's after 1 round or 2 round of Wraiths where you get that control tower. I'm also not super convinced about getting it super fast after just the 1 Wraith here like this. But you know, I'm sure Marwyn knows what he's doing. Or sorry, not Marwyn, goddamn, Dima, Gargoyle. See, I keep getting those guys confused. But they're both super Gosu Russian Terrans, so my bad, my bad. Anyway, so the Cloak's finished, as you can see, and so this, I guess, is why it is actually quite handy. Even though the army is done, even though there's a Goliath here, you just can't see the Wraiths, obviously. And man, just denying that Academy from finishing. Hopefully there's an eBay being built as well. Yeah, there is. So this is a pretty standard kind of emergency move by the Terran to kind of build one of each building in 2 different places, so the Wraiths can't just easily deny everything, but still doing a good amount of damage here. And looks like we're just gonna have a counterattack from Cryok with his 3 siege tanks. There's not many ground forces, as we can see. Oh, it looks like sacrificing a Vulture, though, doesn't really want to do that, but 3 tanks is gonna be pretty beefy, even though he's gonna be attacking uphill. That could be a little bit troublesome for Dima. It looks like he does lose a Wraith because it runs out of Cloak. This Wraith is actually going to run out of energy shortly as well. And here we go. 3 tanks are moving up. They're focusing down this tank. There is that mischance. Looks like taking down the Vulture first. A random dropship coming out, but it's got no ground units. And there the last siege tank goes down. The wall is not even being landed. He should just land the barracks so the tanks can't get in. It looks like he doesn't actually care at all on the Wraith. 2 of the Wraiths coming back to defend. The last remaining Wraith actually still killing SCVs here. 8 kills on the Wraith. I don't know where the Goliath has gone. Did he kill the Goliath or something? There's no more Goliath here. And this Wraith is just getting an insane number of kills. The dropship is not doing anything, but the other Wraiths are taking down these siege tanks as well, and Cryok is just what is he doing? Oh my god, just pull the SCVs or something, kill it! Kill it with fire and Goliath missiles! Oh man, so he's gonna get this one. Looks like Demon not paying attention. I guess too busy focusing on these other 2 Wraiths, but uh-oh, there's a scan, and looks like one more Wraith does go down. No range on the Goliaths just yet. It has actually just started. So man, that was an insane amount of damage. Really low SCV count now for Cryok. But the thing, he's got a really big army going in here. The problem is, oh man, the Wraiths are taking down the Goliaths. There's the scan. He needs to focus down the damaged Wraith or something. They're actually, none of them are damaged. Doing a mass repair as well on the Goliath. The Wraiths can't actually do enough DPS to kill the Goliath, but it looks like he's going to have to run away anyway. The scan runs out, and yeah, he is just going to pull back here, so Cryok's counterattack is doing nothing. He's even just losing more of these SCVs. I don't know why he didn't pull those back as well. He's actually made a starport of his own with control tower, but he's got just so little money here. I don't think he can actually afford to do anything. He can only make ground forces. The only advantage he has right now, really, is that he's got the second command center, so even though he's lost a lot of SCVs, he is producing them out of 2 command centers, whereas the second command center only just now going to finish up for Dima. But you know, once that finishes and lands over here, I'm pretty sure Dima will have a stronger economy than Cryok. And Cryok's superior ground force, you know, at the moment isn't really going to be able to do anything. So obviously Dima can catch up with that as well. If we look at the supplies, 43 for Cryok against, well, actually, oh my god, it's actually the same supply for Dima, but there are, I think, more units here out for Dima, or sorry, for Cryok. Dima actually doesn't have a single ground unit. Okay, just now having a siege tank, but his entire army is Wraiths. And looks like, oh, he had 1 tank here, doing a fancy drop on the high ground, gonna lose a Wraith and not actually gonna work out here. Got some nice spotting from that eBay. Trying to be a little bit fancy, but more importantly, getting a very quick third here at the mineral only, while also getting his natural now. This mineral only is not overly important in TVT, of course, because you mainly care about the gas, especially on a map like this, where, as I said, the middle of the map, taking the ground in the middle is not quite that important because there aren't many resources in the middle. I think it's even more important to get those gas bases because you're really going to be focusing on you know, the dropships, the Wraiths, and the Goliaths here. Whereas, you know, if it's a map like Fighting Spirit, having a few extra Vultures can still be useful. You can lay a bunch of mines and, you know, do mine traps around tanks and whatnot. And it looks like the Wraith's just going to start patrolling around here, make sure nothing sneaky is going on in the back. and maybe go scout around in the back of the main as well, still poke around a little bit. So I got some more factories being added on as well, of course. Just going to switch back into normal factory unit production. But, you know, he can very easily add on a second control tower here and pump dropships from both of those. I think that could be very, very useful. And oh, it's like a couple of tanks set up. Going to deny this move out by Cryok. But, oh, that's what's going on here. He's actually lifted this over. Ah, this is so much more useful. Okay, that actually is really, really smart. It didn't even occur to me that he might do this. Wow. That's really, really smart. So now he's going to be able to mine this gas as well as these minerals. Very, very nice. Like it. Loving that play from Dima. Krog, meanwhile, is taking this mineral only. Let's see if he lifts it over as well. I don't think he will, given that he's actually built the turret there. I feel like he's just going to mine the minerals, which is going to put him behind gas-wise. He's actually got quite a bit of money in the bank as well, and more importantly, quite a bit of gas in the bank. So, so it's not ideal, but I mean, he's eventually going to spend that anyway. So, well, it looks like the ground forces actually scooted around the main force here. I wasn't paying attention, but it looks like he just went around the bottom. Oh my god, the SCVs are not running away! Looks like the tank might draw the fire. No, he did target the SCVs, but, man, Dima did not see this one coming at all. He set up like this cool little tank line in the middle of the map, but it did not cover nearly enough space. And looks like Crowd gonna maybe get a free dropship kill here, and maybe potentially even the command center if the Goliaths take it down. There's nothing that's coming over here to defend it. It's not floating away here. These Goliaths could take it down. He's gonna start flying away. Okay, it is finally gonna start pulling away here, but that could have been quite dangerous. Looks like a couple of Wraiths even gonna bite the dust as well, and this is probably a little bit shocking to Dima. He's not even retrieving these siege tanks as well. He's just gonna like let the siege position stay up here outside his natural. So Cryok doing a nice little sneak around there with his main army, getting him into a solid position now, adding on his own factories. He is in fact just going to mine for this minute only right now, but it looks like these 4 tanks are going to move up here. Looks like he's going to drop on the high ground. There's nothing here. Oh, but there are dropships of Cryok here in position. He should actually just load up and drop on top of these tanks, but no, looks like he's just going to set up position, and I think he will be okay, although he will be facing tanks on the high ground. Actually, it looks like he might have an inferior tank count, and it looks like Cryok now might lose control of his own natural. These tanks will definitely be in range of his own command center, although they won't be in range of the SCV, so I think he can just repair the command center and kind of ignore the tank shots. I don't think it's going to be a huge deal here. There's only 2 tanks right there, so, oh, but he's got to fix his rally point, though. He's going to lose free units. He's got to fix his rally point. Oh, man, it looks like 4 tanks now on the cliff outside of his base. His own natural is actually still out of commission here, so both players, well, actually, I mean, Cryok now has the economic advantage because he's still mining from his natural. He doesn't care, he's just repairing it, and he's got the mineral only, so he's got a little bit of bonus mineral income, and he's just got to get enough dropships to actually deal with it. He's got so many dropships, in fact, so as long as he fixes his rally point, he will be okay. Looks like this dropship is going to poke around here and just check out that there's a base here. There's nothing actually in it. But it looks like Cryok is actually content with the damage he's done. He's going to pull back his main force here and maybe kind of clamp down on this from both sides. Looks like, oh, 1 damage siege tank. Oh, it's going to siege on the other side of the minerals. That's so annoying, but very, very good move as well. And here we go. Here's the drop. 1 Wraith being annoying, but yeah, that drop's going to clean it up easily. He didn't even need to pull this army back. But he's going to take it down. Maybe wants to scan this. Nah, it's all right. Not a big deal. But this 1 tank, of course, is going to deny mining here. So, so both players now actually back on their 2 bases, in fact. You know, Dima with this additional expansion down here, and Cryok just with his main and his natural. Dima can actually now float this natural back over. I don't think he realized actually that the main force has pulled back, so he can actually retake that. But yeah, he definitely can. Anyway, oh, it looks like he's actually floated the natural command center over to this back expansion instead. He's just not going to bother with his natural, so it just kind of sit tight in his main. That's an interesting choice right there. But wow, look at this. He's also taken this double gas space as well. I think this command center is probably better off over here. I mean, there's no point putting it in between the gases if he's already mining the gas to this command center. So really, I think should have put this one over here and mine these minerals as well. But otherwise, I think you know, pretty solid choice. Oh, it looks like wow, random cloak wraith gonna get an extra dropper kill for free. That's always nice. Nice little micro there. And looks like we're going to have a big drop going into the back of the natural, it seems. There is the scan. Going to set up position here. Could potentially take down a lot of SCVs, especially if he target fires. There is the drop. How good is the reaction time? The SCVs are not being pulled. Is he going to target the SCVs? They're all stacked up. Oh my god! SCVs are just all clumped. He's going to get so many SCV kills. Oh man, more than half of those SCVs getting taken down there. And it looks like a few SCVs even being sacrificed here to help deal with the attack in the main. Cryok, though, he's blocked by his own supply depots. Bad supply depot positioning means that he can't even defend this effectively. And his main army is, oh my, what the? I guess he dropped all the SCVs over there, and some of them are actually mining on the wrong side as well, which is not ideal. He dropped them on the wrong side. But man, Cryo taking a lot of damage from this drop, a lot more than he really should have. I don't know why he's put these two depots here. This is really, really bad depot positioning. He's completely blocking off the back of his natural. And Dima doing really good damage. Meanwhile, also mining from this gas. Dima just has so much gas income right now. He's on 4 gases. It looks like he's not... Oh, no, okay, he's mining this properly. And building another command center. But yeah, Dima's on 4 gases right now against Cryox too. No, Cryox on 1 gas now because he's lost his natural gas. So Cryox now is in serious, serious trouble. The supplies are still roughly even, but Cryox's economy is seriously hurting. He needs to clean up this drop in the back of his natural. It looks like he is gonna take these inside expos as well, but there's so much slower. And oh man, a big drop in the main base as well. It looks like Dima might just be going for the kill, killing a lot of these units. I don't know where the rest of the army is. Finally, the rest of the army comes in from the right side here, just in the nick of time. He's gonna clean it up. Wow, I thought Cryox might have just died for a second, but no, the emergency backup did arrive, and he has been rescued. He should probably go drop this base or something. He needs to do something about all of these gases that Dima has taken right now. Finally, reclaiming that gas at his natural. He needs to put a couple more guys on this gas at this this back expo as well. Dima's economy is just getting completely out of control right now, and there we go. There's the drop at the back. I don't think there's any way for Dima to actually save this expansion. Should probably just lift it off and try and save the command center at least, and he's going to try and hide the SCVs in the corner, but no way that's going to work. A few drops just moving in. He's got to be careful that they don't get focused down by the Goliaths. He's just going to drop right on the edge here. He might actually even save this. It was only Goliaths, but the Goliaths could easily just run in here and actually pick off the siege tanks. No, looks like a few more Goliaths actually dropping, and this could be bad for Krog. He could lose all of his Goliaths right here. He's not pulling them back, but I don't think it's worth engaging. Yeah, he's now going to pull them back, and it looks like Dima actually is able to defend this expansion. I didn't realize that his drop was already in position. Oh man, we're not having gas mined properly from that base. Looks like we are having it mined from this base. Another command center going up for Cryok, but Dima's just mining away happily from this bottom left expo. It's so far away from Cryok's base. It's so annoying for Cryok to have to go and deal with that, but it looks like we do have a big dropship fleet going out. Most of these are half empty or empty though, so we should probably load up a couple more units. And man, this is what I was talking about in the beginning of the game. Such a cool dynamic TVT because it is outsider, because of all these back expansions. You just have to have a big dropship fleet or a huge Wraith fleet to make anything worth it. It's actually quite interesting, by the way, that with only a single starport, Cryox, I think, got more dropships than his opponent, than Dima does, even though he's got the 2 starports. But here we go, the big drop going down here to the bottom left. This could do a ton of damage. This is a big part of Dima's economy, and here we go. The turret's going to get one of these dropships for these bases. How many are going to go down before Dima can react? Where is his own army? I'm trying to find it. It looks like, wait, where is his army? Oh my god, he might go for the counter drop. He's going for the counter drop here. This could be a base trade situation. He's not even going to bother saving these expansions. He's going to lose at least 2 of these command centers, I think. I'm trying to look for any units that are coming down here. I can't see any, but here we go. The drop incoming. There were a few units left to intercept it, but they're going to get taken down. And here we go, blow for blow. There's so many SCVs here as well. Another siege up could be huge. And looks like nice target on that siege tank. This force is going to be so impossible, basically, for Cryok to clean up without his main army here. He's going to run the SCVs. I'm not sure even where they're going to run to. It looks like he has cleaned up one of these command centers. The other command center is going to go down. Both players just taking severe blows here. This is just a slugfest. It's a boxing match where neither player is blocking. They're just taking the punches straight to the face and just trying to hit the other player harder. No finesse whatsoever. And I think that's the way we like it. That's exactly what we want. We just want these guys to go all out and kill each other. None of this fancy micro shenanigans or anything. Just huge drops on the main base. This main base is in trouble. The gas is no longer being mined, although not much gas remaining. SCVs actually going down in the main base as well. There's a lot of SCVs there actually. These kills, the siege tanks are getting a lot of kills, but the bottom left base, these units should go over here and kill this base. I don't know why they're not killing this base. They really should kill this base. Looks like the team has finally retaken his own natural after so long, and is also still mining from this this middle base. I don't know where these guys are going. They're just freaking out or something. But oh, looks like the drop came back, and it looks like Cryok is going to clean up the drop in his main base. However, another drop that is almost entirely empty except for 2 dropships is going to go over and drop his back expansion. Cryok will need to come back and defend it. The question is, how much damage will it do before he does get back there? It's really not that many units, so it shouldn't do an insane amount of damage, and it looks like the tanks are even out of range of the minerals as well. Oh, and there's even a siege tank back there as well. So that is quite nice for Cryok. Meanwhile, this army looks like, oh, he has actually killed the command center. He has actually killed that command center. So Demon now is just mining from his natural, which only has one guy on gas, and his back mineral only, which is not mining gas. It's not really mineral only, but because he's not mining the gas, that's what it's being used for right now. I don't actually know. I think his economy though still might be better than Cryok. Says Cryok not really mining for his natural. Cryok only mining from this base right now, but he is getting this bottom right main as well. And if he can get that up and running, and Dima doesn't see it, that could definitely be a win for him. Oh man, looks like a few dropships though of Dima are going to go down. He wasn't paying attention or something. I think he tried to drop on this cliff. But there were already tanks in position, so losing a few of those precious dropships here. What are the supplies? 91 supply against 101. Oh no, he's going to lose more of the dropships. He might lose his last dropship force here. That dropship was full of units as well. A tank and 2 Goliaths go down in that dropship. Now 101 supply to 79. Cryok definitely taking a lead here, although his command center is still under fire from these 2 siege tanks. He's just trying to repair it while he keeps on mining, and now we do have the ground army moving out for Cryok. I don't know where it's going to go though. There's 2 siege tanks in position at the natural. There's no way they can take that, but this bottom right main is well on its way. Looks like one random Goliath with 9 kills has actually just killed all the SCVs here. There must have been a drop or something. I didn't even notice. There's so much action going on across the map. He's just murdering all the SCVs here. 9, 10 kills on the Goliath. It's only got 9 HP left, but he's going to take down everything. Oh, I just realized Cryok has +2 attack. Dima has no upgrades. Dima has not upgraded at all. I don't understand. He's had the armory. Why has he not upgraded? I don't know. Looks like the SCVs now actually have finished off those siege tanks. Most of the SCVs died. The Goliath's even going to finish off the rest of them. But that means the command center will no longer be under siege. The Goliaths are just going to get taken down by that 1 siege tank. But yeah, this +2 is so important. That's going to let the tanks 2-shot his opponent's siege tanks, where these tanks are still going to have to 3-shot his. Very, very crucial upgrade right there. Man, he should actually move over here and pick off these depots as well. Can maybe supply box his opponent. I don't think he realizes those are there, but here we go. This bottom right main command center is up as well. He's also got another command center here at the right side, mineral only. And Cryok is looking in control of this game. When did Cryok get this good? I can't believe it. I mean, Cryok, I've been kind of BMing this guy every now and then, you know, like when he plays in Gamma's Cup, thinking he's not amazing. I mean, I thought he was just like, you know, B- max. But he's taking down like a B+ Terran here, and he's taking down Bakri and Eon Zerg today already, so I think I've got to start giving this guy some credit. This guy is seriously good here. What's going on? Anyway, this is going to be a big SCV transfer, slightly risky, but I don't think it might go in vision of the engineering bay. No, not quite going to go in vision of the eBay. Oh, it's going to be close. Oh, I think it is. I think he sees it. Oh shit, I'm too slow to do the vision thing, but I think he might have caught the edge of that SCV train, and he is actually now moving the eBay, so I think he definitely saw it. But yeah, Cryok now moving over to the top left with his big fleet. Looks like a bunch of tanks actually landed in the back of his main. Is he going to see those? I'm not really sure if he saw that, but going to land at this back expansion. Looks like a couple of tanks in position. Dima getting ready to try and defend it, but a big tank force moving up into Cryok's main. He's got the turrets there, but he's got no ground forces to stop this. But he is going to take out Dima's expansion here in the back. Looks like random eBay going to scout out this expansion. And I think it looks like, oh man, the command center is not going to live. Oh, the command center goes down. Dima doing a big counterattack, but I mean, look at the mini-map though. Dima's in huge trouble. He's only mining from his natural. He is only mining from his natural expansion, whereas Cryok's got this 1 base, 2 base, 3 bases, and his natural 4 bases, although like they all have 3 SCVs each or something, so he's only really mining from the bottom right. All the other bases just have like 3 SCVs, although they do have the gases as well though, which is quite crucial. That's the important thing. I don't know what these SCVs are doing either, but yeah, looks like Cryok, oh man, he's going to be able to clean that up nice and easily. 124 supply now against just the 83, 20 supply lead for Cryok. Looks like Demon just going to reposition here on this cliff outside the natural. Cryok, where's his dropship fleet? Oh, there it is. He's going to drop all over that. It's going to go really badly, I think, for Dima here. He's only got 3 Goliaths there to pick off any dropships when they come in. He might be able to focus down one of them if he's lucky, but Cryok should be able to deal with this easy peasy. And that's going to be you know, significant portion of Dima's army, especially if these dropships don't get saved. Okay, looks like he is going to fly those back. But here comes the drop. Is he going to pick off a dropship? No, he is not. And there goes that pocket of units, doing a good amount of damage to Cryok at least, but still getting taken down. Whoa, looks like one random Goliath. Man, this has been single Goliaths running around all over the place, killing SCVs. Cryok, by the way, still has a giant force here at the bottom left. He's just kind of abandoned because he's got not enough dropships to pick up everything. And He's going to leave that there, but, I mean, he is still in fantastic shape. But it looks like this bottom left right base has been scouted. This has been scouted, and there's a ground force going down here, and I don't know where the main army of Cryok is. It's definitely not in position to actually defend that. Where is the army? Man, Cryok's got stuff all over the place. He's got a giant force here at the top left as well that's not really doing anything. I mean, they're denying bases, sure, but this base looks like it might get taken down, and this is where most of his SCVs are actually still mining, and he's going to lose all of these. He needs to run them into a corner or something. This base is definitely going to go down. Looks like he's going to try and suicide some of them, I guess. But, oh, the dropships have arrived. Are they going to be in good position? They're not dropping directly on top of the siege tanks. The SCVs are fighting in addition to the army. It's going to be very close. It looks like Cryok might survive. He will survive. SCVs of Dima coming out to help their buddy siege tank here. It's SCV on SCV action, but it looks like Cryok will hold on to this expansion. Dima is so desperate, he's actually just fighting with his SCVs. I don't know what's going on there. But Dima is in so much trouble right now, and it looks like the Master Prayer on the Goliath is enough to save the base. Basically all the SCVs died, but that's alright. And looks like, oh man, the drops just barely missing each other. Are these all empty? Oh, he's gonna go rescue this force. Ah, okay, he found that force. He's like, why do I have so much supply and I can't find my army? He's gonna rescue that force. Looks like, meanwhile, Dima is actually trying to take this natural while his opponent has the main. A little bit crazy here. He's gonna take down the rest of these units. The question is, where this drop gonna go? Looks like Cryok's just gonna ignore it. He's gonna drop in Dima's main. He's sending his main ground forces down there to deny that expansion. And this drop in the main could do huge damage. There's only a couple of units here. Oh man, he's gonna drop the back of the natural as well. There's a lot of SCVs that he could kill. He should siege up right now. He does siege up. I'm not sure if he's in range of those tanks. He's not quite. He's gonna actually attack the SCVs instead. Meanwhile, it looks like, I don't know where the ground forces. Oh, the ground forces, they changed direction. They're walking into Dima's natural. Cryok is going for the kill. He's not going to do any more of the faffing around with the expansions. And GG! Cryok taking it down and making it 1-1. Oh man, 6-6 tick TVT. TVT on outsider. Very nice. Man, it's been years since I've casted a TVT. Oh. Blah, blah. Oh man, my throat's killing me now. Whew.